Hey friends, it's Troy, your hourly flipper. I'm here in downtown Atlanta, Georgia. This is early morning on the first day of a conference that I'm at and wanted to just share the video of my drive down here. Went to 3 Goodwills yesterday and they got progressively better. So watch these 3 videos. The last one is super. Let me know if you've got any questions down in the comments, why I skipped over some things, why I picked up some things. But it shows you that if you're going somewhere, pull into a Goodwill. Check out the books, see what's there. There's enough abundance for us all. Here you go. All right, I'm in Lebanon, Kentucky. Home of Ham Days, the festival. This is a Goodwill that's right beside the main road through town. Right behind me is what's the name of that? Big Papa's Pizza. Lee's Famous Recipe is right there. And then a field. I had 3 books. I'll tell you about them just in a second. And this was a great stop, just right along the side of the road. All right, 3 things I just purchased. This is a book that I really couldn't find online, honestly, anywhere. But it is autographed by the author. I hope you enjoy J.A. Irwin. And it's his travels across the globe. If you're a gamer, you might remember this game. It's for the PS4, so still kind of current. And while the book is not there, the game is there, and it is very clean. That is going to be, that's a good purchase, at least 20. And then I found it's a short breviary book that when I looked up, it is an antiquarian book. Let's see what year this one is. This is live. There is always a, what's that called? Copyright page? Copyright 1962. So not really crazy antiquarian, but 1962 is still, 100, not 100 years old, 53 years old. No, 57. That's okay. Or 53. Math is not my strong suit. So there you go. Each of those were $1.59, and if I assume 20 on each of them, 60. I was there 4 minutes because I knew exactly where it was. You saw the book area. I just scanned really quick, and I looked in the toy area. I did not get that dinosaur. It was somewhere between $3 and $15 online. Not worth the time. There you go. I'll let you know what happens at the next Goodwill. All right, after about an hour and a half of driving, I'm here at the next Goodwill. Can you see the water tower in the background? I'm in Columbia, Kentucky. I spent most of the drive here on Burkesville Road. Isn't that the town of like the Blair Witch, Burkettsville? So never mind that. I was still spooked out on my drive here. But we're going to go into this Goodwill. Look, it's like a pretty new building, and see if there's any incredible bargains for us to see. Out of all of those books, these are the ones I picked up. So this is for your benefit to show you ones that caught my eye.
So the next thing you see are the pile of the ones I'm going to get.
These two I'm going to get. Each of those are $50 each. I'm going to go ahead and buy this for our family. So super happy with that. Okay, embarrassing story first. Back by the book area, there was a restroom immediately to the left. I figured that after I went through sorting, finding those 2 books, I would just use that restroom. So I didn't think anything about it. Went in. As I was washing my hands at the end, this woman walks in, and it wasn't a shared gender bathroom. She said, "Sir, you're in the wrong restroom." So after I did that, I figured that it would be just a little too weird to take a video inside the store. So I'm back out in my car. Here we go. This was a book that I purchased. It's probably a $25 book. I don't know because it says book sale there on the end, but without that, it would be like a $30 book, which is great. This one, again, is a $50 book, which you saw already. Let me look to see if it is autographed. That would change everything. It is not, but it is, that says 1977, which is pretty great. And here's another $50 book connected to architecture and interiors. So I went after the book section up to where the games are, those kinds of things, and it was a big store. It took about 15 minutes. So I'm at 100. Let's say that that book doesn't cost anything. It's 100. It'll take the rest of the hour to post those. That's still $100 an hour. That was super fun, but it does not recoup the embarrassment of going into the women's restroom. My face was as red as my shirt. Jeez. All right, on to the next one. All right, the fun part of the drive is over, but going cross country on 2-lane roads, I'm interstate the rest of the way, but I am here in Cooksville, Tennessee at their Goodwill. I'll take you with me as we go inside and we'll look at books together.
There's a whole books section. Holy cow. I did not know this. This is exciting. Mostly cookbooks, not the word I'm really looking for. Gonna check that out. Sister Wendy's. Something from TV. Adventure Bible. Oh, look at that. I Am Bible. Never seen anything like that before. I did not get a cart, as you may have noticed when I walked in. Is this where I was, or is a shelf over? There was a book on the horse. That looks interesting. It's got that gilded on it. So I'm going to check that out. And it was over here, and it says something about horse. Wicked is a theme that is popular. Okay, I'm going to give it one more chance, and I'm giving up on husbandry, horse husbandry. The Revolution of Horsemanship. Great. I'm going to grab this Korean book. Maybe nothing, but you're seeing real time the thickness of that condition. I've lost interest. I'm going to look at that. Tears in the Darkness. That's something that just sounds interesting. I've come up to my book pile. Let's keep on going. Is it something? Is it? I know. I just feel like I'm missing things. Something I always check is Sarah Palin's book for signatures. She did a pretty big tour. Oh, let's see. I would not have seen That's Nothing. Vintage French. That means needlepoint. It's a word. Did I make it up here? I was here because I remember that book. What's that? In plastic, so maybe it is something. Which is a boogie stand? Isn't that something from... Seems like there's a movie. That's the Cool Fuzz. If that's autographed, we're walking on cloud nine. Nope. There's an old Dean Koontz. Maybe it is on... Nope. I'm still going to look that one up because of the age. Bob Woodward also did a lot of touring. I check his books out sometimes. No, but I'm going to grab these. This is just so fun. This is maybe the best Goodwill for books. This may be something I come to. So let's get distracted by the potty training. Looks at Percy Jackson. I was hoping that was a hardcover. It's a scholastic one, so there's no real interest in that. Here's something else that I like for C. All that paper clip, all that has been heavily used. That is something to look at. And also Lee Strobel or Strobel. Sometimes his things are signed. Look at there, we got two big sites to check. Sorry about that. What's okay? Muzzle together, that would be something to look at. That's interesting. So I don't know if that is anything, but it's in the box set. If that were a hardback, I'd look at that. How old is that B.C. Andrews' fourth and Desley series? Are these the old? Oh, okay. I thought, and if that were a hardback, see how that just looks different? That might be. Would rent be something to look? I'm coming back to those. All right, with all of these, I'm going to start looking over it, and I'm still just about halfway done. This is incredible. The next thing you'll see is the stack of, where'd I put those? What I'm going to get. So this is awesome. It looks interesting. It's going to be the amazingest one because it dropped. All right, here we go. All right, here is what we got. Wanted to just show you. That's awesome. That's a hardback, so that's going to be $3. And that's $40. Here's another $40. 20. 25. There's only one on eBay right now. And that is $140. So boom. All right, let's go back. Yes, we were here because that was the magazine. So let's go. But it was Eaches of Eastwick, not the Witches of Eastbound. Good, I check on that. But that one dropped. So I feel obligated to look it up as well. Probably not anything, but it said number 1. Horror. Don't think it's going to be in the Cures. See the banger? It could be a scary movie, but it's not. Armageddon. Could be scary. I believe that I'm at an age where they would just jump out at me. Let's look at that. I'm going to see. Maybe. Because time is an issue. That's why I'm not looking at each and everything here. If that makes sense. Definitely not CDs of that. So there you go. I'm going to get those 5 books. And I am, by George, coming back here. Oh, wait, no. This stack here. I'll let you know of these 2, 4, 6, 7 books, how many I'm going to get.
Okay, so just left that Cooksville store. This book was a $40 book, right? I mentioned that. As I was checking out, I found that this was, can you see? It is autographed. So that is even more super special. The Bible is in perfect condition. That's exciting. But this was the biggest find. Again, there's only one and it's $140, and this is in like new condition. So that's at least $100. The other ones, you know, the autographed one, I don't know. And the Bible is another 40. You saw, because it was in real time, how long that took. Probably 25 minutes. And again, that's going to be, $180. Let's go ahead and assume it's a full hour and a half. Can you see that dragonfly? Oh. Okay, sorry if that gave you a headache or made you nauseous, but there was a dragonfly like looking in at me. And those are good luck, you know? So I'm thinking of all of this together, and I'm really making about $80 to $100 an hour putting this in. We went to 3 separate Goodwills with a variety of a crazy small town. And here we are in Cooksville, Tennessee, which I recommend you coming to. Check that out. So thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you like these things. I felt that there were a lot of tips that were built in to just seeing the books that are out there. Bye, guys.